A lot of developers worry that we're not going to scale to 8 billion people. In this video, I'm going to explain why you shouldn't be worried. First of all, much of this talk of scaling to 8 billion people is premature optimization, which famously is the root of all programming evil, but also particularly dangerous in a decentralized context. Almost all scaling talk relies on simplifying assumptions and linear projection, which are the most mid-wit of errors. As much as we want everyone to self-custody and pay for everything in Bitcoin, we may never get to a world like that. Many people simply don't want to self-custody and may never want to. In other words, we might not need to scale to 8 billion people. And we may be solving for problems that may never come to pass. Second, and related to the first point, is that scaling is a market problem, not a governance problem. We're unfortunately used to the fiat way of thinking where everything is a centralized governance problem. We want scale to be done in a centralized manner so that it can be scaled up quickly and efficiently. Unfortunately, decentralized systems don't work like that. Decentralized growth is much more organic and much more market-based. Oftentimes, the talk of not being able to scale to 8 billion is a justification for some change that the proponents want, say covenants or something else. The implication is that transaction capacity will not expand without it. But again, that's a fiat way of thinking. The more realistic turn of events is that transactions reach some high price. And at that point, entrepreneurs come in and figure out ways to add transaction capacity either in second or third layers for much cheaper. The profit motive is a much better way to scale something than through centralized governance. Lastly, scaling up to 8 billion people is reflective of a utopian mindset, where everything has to be done as envisioned or Bitcoin is a failure. Such a utopia may be described as one where everyone can pay for coffee all the time, everywhere with perfect privacy for very, very cheap. Many people even make it a moral issue and complain about people that don't want to spend their Bitcoin. But we must remember, store of value is a giant win by itself. If Bitcoin doesn't upend global payment systems, that's okay. We still have an inflation-proof store of value. We have a sound money that can't be inflated away from us. Bitcoin is still going to change the world by reducing inflationary theft. It's a sound, honest money with very strong property rights. And that's something that is very useful regardless of whether or not we scale to 8 billion people in terms of transactions.